Hello everyone and welcome back to another Schnuckatsu video. Sorry for not uploading yesterday, but today I am back. Currently though I am still a bit sick. I got a slight fever today and my stomach still isn't doing too well. But yeah, I was almost not gonna upload today because I was really tired, but then I'm like, okay, I need to actually start uploading more. So I decided to actually upload, which was good. Anyways, today, instead of talking about, my vacation, I decided, why not talk about bad movies? Now, recently I've watched two really, really bad movies. One of them was, a map of all the perfect little things, or something like that. And it was one of the worst movies I've ever watched. Now, admittedly, right, I watched this movie while I was on the plane. I was extremely sleep deprived, and I was probably not in the right mental state to actually enjoy the movie. However, I think even if I was really happy watching the movie would have made me really angry and sad. Now, the thing about this movie is it tries to copy Groundhog Day, which is like the classic repeat the day over and over again movie. There's a lot of movies that do that. Like Day After Tomorrow does that. What else? I think like Happy Death Day does that as well. I've never watched that movie, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Like you basically repeat the same day and time over and over again, right? Now, the Map of the Perfect Little Things tried to do this with two people, except the problem was it didn't do it very well at all. First of all, the plot was very convoluted and never properly really developed. The characters weren't really developed either. Some things really just didn't make sense at all in the movie. And towards the very end, they try to like work in some like 4D Tesseract thing, like all math and physicsy, and it did not make sense at all. Like at all. And that was the whole point of the movie. The Map of all the perfect little things was spoiler though. The Map of all the perfect little things was supposed to lead them out of the loop, and then they ended up like it was like putting stones on like the paper and then like hanging it up on looking at the shadow. It did not make sense at all. So yeah, that's my complaint with that movie. And today with my family, I just watched Avatar: Way of the Water. Now, this movie is a very stunning visually movie. Just like looking at it, it's very beautiful. You know, it's very pretty. There's obviously lots of money spent on the graphics of it. However, the storyline is absolutely horrible. Yeah. So everyone's okay. Spoiler, kind of again. Everyone's trying to kill Jake Sully, right? The guy from the first movie that started killing all the humans because he realized the blue people were worth saving, more or less. And so everyone's trying to kill him because he's the leader of the opposition or something. Which I feel like that's kind of makes the whole movie flawed almost. Oops. Because if he's the leader, why even if you just kill him doesn't mean the opposition's going to stop, right? It just means that like they're just going to find a new leader. Like he doesn't have any like special powers or anything. Like I don't understand why they're so intent on killing him. And so that's one major plot hole. The second problem is the characters were not developed at all. Like, by the end of the movies that make me cry at the end, and a lot of good movies do make me cry sometimes, the characters have to be developed well. And either that's through, I don't know how you develop characters. I'm not good at making movies, but I know that there are many ways you can develop a character, either by just making them very relatable, or like having a just making them relatable, I think, is the most important part. Now, I don't know why that movie failed to do it. Maybe because like they were like avatars and they didn't look like humans, but I don't think that's a problem. I think if they had the proper dialogue, the proper scenarios to set up the characters, they would have definitely been more relatable, and by um by they would have been more relatable, and as a consequence, just when they okay, spoiler alert, when they die, you're gonna be more sad. And like when the character died in this movie, I just wasn't sad at all because it was very poorly developed. Also, they had like 20-minute montages that were utterly useless to the plot. Like, I understand you have stunning visuals. You want to show off how much money was spent in this movie making these beautiful visuals, but the movie's 3.5 hours long almost. There's no reason a movie needs to be that long unless the plot is very complex. This plot of this movie was very, very bad. It should not have been a 3 hour long movie. The plot could have been fit in 30 seconds. The characters made decisions that utterly made no sense at all. And I don't know. It was some scenes were pretty cool, but just watching the movie overall was quite a slog. Like, I was wanting it to end, and in the middle I even went upstairs and I basically didn't miss any plot. And I think they're coming out with a 3 and a 4. I don't know. Like, at that point, I feel like the reason the first movie was really good, or a lot of first movies are very good, is you make the movie without thinking that there's going to be a next movie, right? You basically, it's standalone. You finish the movie within that one movie. If you plan on making a sequel, or is a planned out trilogy, you kind of like don't finish what you need to finish in the movie, and you kind of leave stuff for the sequels. And that's what this movie kind of did too, which wasn't really good. Like for TV shows, that's fine. Like if you plan out multiple seasons, but for something like a movie, I think a more polished, like cinematic medium, I think it's important to not look too far ahead of yourself and treat each movie as its own thing. But yeah, that's my opinion. Anyways, those are two of the worst movies I've watched recently. I've also watched a lot of good movies recently, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That was a really nice movie. I really like that one. I still have yet to watch a Spider-Man movie, so no spoilers on that, but yeah, I'll probably watch it soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and that's it for me. And yeah, make sure to subscribe to both my channels, join the Discord, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, bye.